I was just like, oh, he said $100. Oh, they don't just take foreigners. We don't want black people. Okay, it actually tastes nice and it's cheap, so why not? Shine your eyes. Shine your eyes. Don't be dumb. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Nuella. If you're new here, welcome to the lovely family, and if you're not a subscriber, welcome back. On this channel, I create beauty, fashion and lifestyle content. So if you're interested in all those type of juicy content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification to be notified each time I post. And to my featured subscribers, I'm going to leave them on the screen right now. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I love you guys. And if you want to be among my featured subscribers, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on your post notification, and be the first to comment. And also comment something nice, something juicy, something great. Okay, today's video is actually a controversial kind of video. I don't want anybody to take this video personal. Okay, this is just my experience in Ukraine and my advice to people that want to come to Ukraine to study. Okay, so I have my notes actually because I have a lot of things to talk about in this video. So yeah, if you're Ukrainian and you're watching my videos, I love all Ukrainians. Well, not all, but I love Ukrainians. There are some good people, and yeah, let's just get right into the video. The first thing you should know as an international student if you want to come and study in Ukraine is Ukrainian language and Russian is their first language, their #1 language. If you want to come and study in Ukraine, you should at least know a little bit of Russian or a little bit of Ukrainian. Well, it's not a must, but trust me, it would help you a lot. So that's the #1 thing I want to talk about, the language barrier. Second thing you should know if you're coming to Ukraine as an international student is that especially when you're coming from Nigeria or those places, is that the weather is not too cold. Well, if you're coming, prepare yourself. There is winter, okay, where you see the snow falling. There is actually winter, and during winter it gets very cold. Like we are talking about minus 15 degrees minus, so it actually gets very cold. So you should prepare yourself that you're coming to a cold country. Actually, when it's cold, it's very cold, and when it's hot, it's very hot, because during summer it's actually very hot. So yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is the food here. Just know that in Ukraine, the main things we foreigners eat here is rice. Rice will be your best friend. Everyday rice, well, not every day, you can spice it up with potatoes. Well, Irish potatoes as Nigerians will call it. There is no sweet potatoes here. And spaghetti. So basically all you're going to get here is starch. That's basically the food we have here. So if you're coming from Nigeria, I'm talking specifically to Nigerians because I'm a Nigerian, I don't know about other country. Get your spices, your noodles, your indomie as Nigerians will call it. Get it, pack it, because you would need them. There are actually African stores here, but they are very expensive, and African stores are not actually in all cities. Sometimes you have to go all the way to Kyiv. Kyiv is the capital city, just to purchase whatever you want to purchase. So yeah, that being said, okay, so we are going to actually talk about the main things for international students. I'm studying medicine in Ukraine, so if you want to come and study in Ukraine, my dear, I would advise you not to come. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to tell my brothers, my sisters, my best friend. Don't come to Ukraine. Find another alternative. But if you're working on a budget, because Ukraine is cheaper relative to other European countries and places like the US, UK, and you get what I'm saying, right? So yeah, if you're looking for a cheaper option, then Ukraine might be for you. You never know. But if you have the means, just don't come to Ukraine. That's my advice. Secondly, when you come to Ukraine, just know that, especially if you're black and you come to Ukraine, just know that you should be very careful. Be very wise. Don't be dumb and stupid. Well, I know, just be very wise, because there is actually fraud in Ukraine. There is corruption in Ukraine, a lot of them, especially these people called agents. Like I said, nobody should come for me. I'm just trying to advise people. When you're coming to study in Ukraine, you must work with agents. I don't know if it's a must, but I think it's a must, but I'm not sure. You have to work with agents, and all these agents care about is your money. They don't care if you're doing okay. They don't care about anything except your money. So if you're coming to Ukraine, just be very careful, especially if you're coming for the first time, obviously you're a first year student or you're a transfer student, I don't know, and you're coming to Ukraine, they'll make you pay all this unnecessary. I paid it actually, and it's paining me. It's paining me. That's why I'm telling you, you should not do the same mistake, okay? The one that happened to me was that when I came to the airport, my brother told me not to give anybody any money, that the school has settled everything. But you know, I was still a kid and I didn't know anything, so I was just like, oh, he said $100. I just gave him $100. But if you're coming to Ukraine, for the first time, they make you pay your school fees, your hostel fee, and a agency fee. Basically, well, for my own admission letter, admission letter, they wrote down my school fees $4,000, my hostel fee $1,000, and my agency fee $1,000. Basically, your agency fee is the pickup from the airport to take you to your city, blah 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 blah. And trust me, I live in Kirovograd, yeah? So from Kiev, the capital city, to Kirovograd is not that far. It's just like 4 hours journey. And if you're going there alone, the highest $50 is too much. I'm telling you the honest truth. Like $10 can take you to the bus station. $10 is like 200 grivens, so it can book a train for you. So basically, yeah, we should be saying $30 can take you to that city, but they charge you $1,000 for that, okay? And when I came to the airport, my agent that was going to pick me up requested another $100 from me, that is for transporting me to the city and all those things, and I actually paid it. Just be very, very careful. That's just what I'm trying to say. That will lead me to hostel. Like I said, your hostel fees is included in your first year school fees. Be wise, be very, very wise. Hostel in Ukraine is not conducive for anybody at all. I know what I'm saying because I'm experiencing it, okay? It's not conducive for human beings. This hostel is not for human beings, okay? Like roaches, they are everywhere and they don't die. Like, they do not die. Listen to me, they do not die. No matter what you do, those people are still going to give birth, survive, and I don't know how to explain, but the hostel here is trash. And the hostel is not just a female section, male section. No, you all are living on the same floor together. You guys use the same shower, you use the same bathroom, you use the same everything, the same kitchen. And trust me, not everybody is from your background. Not everybody behaves like you. Not everybody knows that, okay, I like my stuffs like this, I don't like the kitchen dirty. People are just going to mess up everywhere, whichever way they want. So yeah. Secondly, if you've made up your mind from wherever you are that you don't want to stay in the hostel, because trust me, it's bad, make sure you don't pay that hostel fee. They will try to make you pay for it, but does it make sense to actually pay for somewhere you won't live in? No, so don't pay for it, okay? And that will bring me to apartment. To find apartments in Ukraine is actually not hard. Excuse the noise or whatever you hear on this video, and the lighting will actually keep changing because I don't know what's wrong with the weather today. I just wanted to put out this video today because you know what, I've done my makeup, so we are going to do this video today, okay? So apartments in Ukraine, I don't know if they are cheap or expensive. I don't know how to put it, but compared to the US, they are cheap. But compared to Nigeria, where you pay yearly, they are expensive. Here it's actually paid monthly, so you can pay $300 a month for your apartment. Like the range of between $200 to $300 a month for a good apartment here in Ukraine. And the apartment owners, you might find a very, very nice apartment, and the next thing you hear, oh, they don't just take foreigners, we don't want black people in our house, and you know, stuffs like that. People are like that. So yeah. And in Ukraine, if you actually want to find an apartment, or if you get an apartment, you have to pay the first month, the security month, which is the last month. In case if you spoil anything in the house, they are going to deduct it from that last month. If you don't, they'll refund your money, but most of them don't like refunding money, okay? And you're also going to pay an agency fee. If you found an apartment with the agency, you're going to pay 100% agency fee. So if you're paying $300 for your house, you're going to give your agent $300 for agency fee. Why? Because he just looked for that house. Can you imagine? But yeah, some agents parents collect 50%, some collect 40, some collect 60, depending on you and your agent. So that is it about accommodation. Then I also want to talk about the transportation in Ukraine. Their transportation means is inexpensive and is very nice. You see buses going to everywhere and anywhere at all you want. Like, you will find bus, so you don't need to worry about that. So I also want to talk about scholarship. There is no scholarship in Ukraine. Somebody actually asked me this question. I think that was why I wanted to put up this video. That was why I wanted to make this video. There is no scholarship in Ukraine. You are fully sponsored by your parents or anybody that is trying to sponsor you. So there is no scholarship in Ukraine. Then that will lead me to my question of, is there racism in Ukraine? Someone actually asked me this question. I feel like I would say there is racism and there is no racism. There is racism everywhere in a white man country. As long as you're black in a white man's country, there is racism. Yes, we all know that. But I will say that Ukrainians' racism is kind of ignorance. Ignorance results to their racism. I don't know how to explain this, but I've experienced racism, but I won't call it racism. I just look at you like you're dumb, you're stupid, and you're ignorant. That's why you won't grow. You remain in Ukraine and you die in Ukraine without experiencing anything. So I don't just take things too personal, what I did when I first came here, but hello, I've grown. We grow each day, so I've decided not to take everything to heart. Then the most important thing I want to talk about is, do not go about in Ukraine signing documents. Most things are actually written in their language, so you might not know what you're signing for. Make sure you ask. My dear, ask. Don't sign anything you do not know. Your signature can lead you to things you don't want to, or where you don't want to be at the moment. Trust me, don't sign anything you don't know about. Just be smart. Be very smart in Ukraine. You're alone, you don't have your family members, you don't have your parents, so you have to be very smart, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is yeah, I already said it. Everything is written in Russian, so you actually have to use your Google Translate. There's an app called Google Translate. Trust me, when I came to Ukraine, Google Translate became my best friend, my everything, in fact. So translate whatever you're buying, because everything is written in their language. You might ask for body lotion and they're going to give you hair conditioner, so you're going to keep applying hair conditioner thinking it's actually body lotion. So just be smart when you come to Ukraine. The most inexpensive meat is actually chicken or pork. I know, if you're Nigerian, you're like, oh, people eat pig. Yes, my dear, I'm sweating, sorry. Yes, my dear, we all eat pig in Ukraine. Well, not we all, but you won't even know you're eating pork meat. Trust me, I didn't know it was pork meat, but when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, it actually tastes nice and it's cheap, so why not? So my dear, if you're coming from Nigeria, just know you eat a lot of pork meat if you're not careful or if you don't ask. So yeah, be very careful when you come to Ukraine. Shine your eyes. Shine your eyes. Don't be dumb. I was dumb. And do your research. Please do your research. We're in the 21st century. Research about any question you have. You have Google. People keep asking stupid and dumb questions. I didn't ask so many questions when I was coming to Ukraine. I researched. Don't expect people to tell you. Okay, you expect people to tell you certain things because they are in that country, but there are some things you can research about. So research. Do your research before you come to Ukraine. Ask me questions you want to ask about Ukraine if you're not in Ukraine. And if you're in Ukraine, you can also drop your experiences in Ukraine you want me to talk about. I might turn this into a series, living in Ukraine series, on my channel. You never know, depending on the kind of comments I get and how interested you guys are in this topic. So yeah, if you want more of this type of video, Ukraine video, tell me in the comment section and I'll do a part 2 of it. I have a lot of things to talk about Ukraine, okay? Hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications to notify you time I post, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you. Watch my other videos. They are going to pop up right now, okay? Thank you.